Welcome to my blog Super Cyber. Today I will explore about the road condition from Kolkata to Digha. To all my friends and viewers, those who have still not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe for more automotive and travel related videos like this. Now once you are in NH6, it is a 6-lane highway and it's in pristine condition despite severe rains this year. Till Kolaghat you can easily reach 3-digit speeds, but I always recommend do not overspeed, as safety should be your prime concern. From Kolaghat you need to take left and follow NH116B till Nandakumar, which is also a 4-lane highway, and you can maintain good speed till Nandakumar. But from Nandakumar, which is now a national highway and it is a part of Nandakumar Balasore road, which will be an alternative connection between Odisha and West Bengal other than the NH6. It's a 2-lane highway, but it's in very good condition. The road is wide till Chaulkhola, except 2 or 3 diversions for flyover and road widening work. Otherwise the road is in very good. The road from Chaulkhola to Digha is narrow and there are occasional turns and bends, and there is quite a number of speed breakers, so speed is not recommended in this section. Now if you like to visit Mandarmuni, you need to take a left turn at Chaulkhola, and from Chaulkhola to Mandarmuni it's a village road and it runs through highly populated area, so you have to keep speed restricted. Otherwise the roads are good and you can easily drive in this road, and despite rains and cyclones, all these roads are in very good condition, so that's a surprise to me. Now and if you like to go to Tajpur, at Balishai you have to take left. The Balishai Tajpur road is totally destroyed and is in horrible condition, and if you are driving with car with a low ground clearance, you have to be very careful. As I was driving with my Altroz, I had to crawl practically in order to avoid any underbelly hits. And from Digha, from this particular section, that is the Chaulkhola Digha section, is a bit narrow one. Yes, 2 vehicles can easily pass, that is not an issue, but it passed through a populated area, and there are also numerous speed breakers and turns, so you have to be very careful. Once in Digha, the roads in and around Digha are in good condition, and the old Digha to new Digha road is also in very good condition, despite there has been severe rains and that cyclone took place, but the roads are in very good condition now. And if you want to visit Talsari, some of the people will recommend to go through the village road, which I took, but it's very narrow and you have to be very careful. If any vehicles come from the opposite direction, it will be very difficult for you to maneuver. Otherwise it's okay. I won't say it's a good road, but it's okay. And then you get the particular connection of that main road which connects Talsari, and that is in very good condition, and in my return journey I followed the main road, that is Talsari Chandoneshwar Digha, and I would recommend to follow this road, not that particular village road. So this is how the road condition between Kolkata to Digha is, and hope I hope that you will find this video helpful, those who are willing to visit Digha by their own vehicle, and hoping you an enjoyable drive from Kolkata to Digha. Thank you very much friends, and if you have liked the video, please give a thumbs up and comments if you have any. And those who have still not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you very much and goodbye.